I said it's the only way to slay the beast. And that's the truth. Alright. What else we got to cover?
E.T.
I
Sandro.
really don't want to be on the phone this late at night.
Brought to you by the communication master of all realms.
But this is true. My birthday, his trauma, our combined bullshit that others projected along the way. And that's what this is. Just like all y'all. You knew they fucked up time. You knew. And then, to try to rob this trust that was set up. Hey, idiots.
Tag Thomas.
What if that trust
from the THI, Truth, Honor, and Integrity Show-orama.
Presley did his moves. What do
We
you
gotta
think?
talk about that, Randy.
Who else would be supernatural enough, and high up enough, and technologically savvy enough? Answer me. Tell me you know somebody better. Tell me it's Marky Mark. Please. I mean, Zuckerberg, give me a break.
Well, we've got some good stuff coming up here.
Smart.
Good intel for you guys.
You caught him. And the one just went to jail. So you better start realizing what's going on here. And quit trying to pick on a poor old grandma.
Yeah.
Who's been tormented all her life. I'm younger than y'all knew, huh? And older. Fuckers. Oh, I love this one.
Yeah.
DuPont gets out slick as coating before the fire burns him. Pain in my ass. Nixon Legacy Forum, no final victories. Lessons from President Nixon's drug abuse. That's not Elvis Presley, you fools. You guys don't even know who Elvis is. Nobody did. And I'm not saying I do. But I am saying.
Never met the
I've earned
brother.
The respect of these men, and I'll be the first bitch to find out. And not because somebody wants to fuck me. Because they actually care. And they're all complex and they're all different. And it's nobody's business. But me and these men.
They're
Get over
invisible.
yourselves.
Don't worry.
Here's DuPont, this fucking weasel right here. And boy, isn't he involved in the story. And of course he's been involved in the story.
He's
And
retired.
he's retiring.
Right.
So he gets out scot-free. Alright. I don't think so. President Nixon hosts Oval Office meeting to discuss the methadone maintenance treatment initiative and the formation of SAODAP. And that was June 10th, 1971. Clockwise in this picture we have Nixon. We got Jerry Jaffe. We've got John Ehrlichman, Bob Haldeman, Jeff Donfeld, Bud Krogh, Krogh, and Arnold Weber. And this is from the Richard Nixon Presidential Library. There's DuPont. Dag, he looks tired. Now wait a second. We got 4 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names. Yeah, we're not even gonna play that game. That's DuPont. President Nixon signs the Drug Abuse Office and Treatment Act of 72 in the East Room, which created that SAODAP. It passed Congress without a single dissenting vote in 72, March 21st. Well, sure, every war that's ever been fought is for the drugs and the control.
And they call Other people, the
You're
addicts.
sick. This whole government's sick. It's mentally ill. Devoid of soul.
Mm.
President Nixon, attorneys, and enforcement officials attending a drug abuse law enforcement training seminar in the cabinet room. September 8th,
Try to
72.
get this better for you
What,
guys.
you guys all boozing? Right. You didn't know you were dancing with the devil and vibing spirits while you were plotting the demise of this world.
It's not my rules.
The sick 60s. Jane Wilson's and Bob DuPont's article. Some speculations on how post-war baby boom and how it grew. Appearing in the Atlantic Monthly in October of 73.
Mm.
President Nixon signs a narcotic addict treatment. Oh, and the Comprehensive Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism Treatment Act of 74. And no wonder he used his bitch-ass wife for the poster child and locked her away.
Sounds Freudian.
Oh, it's the 35th anniversary reunion. How nice. At the City Restaurant in Washington, D.C., March 24th, 2007. Oh, now you done fucked up. You did it on my dad's birthday to spell cast on that poor man. He never had a drink or did drugs in his life. Have some of that. Here's Bob DuPont again, leading the afternoon panel at the reunion of drug abuse professionals. Wonder what kind of crack he smokes.
Legal.
Now these are the lessons. Drug abuse issues were elevated to the highest order. Well, sure, they wanted everybody addicted, you morons. And then they could put them on more drugs. It works great for everybody. Accountability. No, plausible deniability. As usual, meanings are inverted, things are turned upside down. And that's how they rewrite history. Drug abuse solutions are best approached on a nonpartisan basis. That's because y'all got the same fleas. There's no such thing. You're fascists. Innovation. No. Premeditated. Committed leadership. Control is what it really is. That is no such leadership that I've ever known of. It's mind control. Committed leadership. Stupid. Oh, today may be different. Yeah. Pass the buck. Wait for another day to do your duty. Serve your God and your fellow man. It's not about America. It's about the whole planet. Whatever. I'm not even wasting breath talking about all that. Alright.
Elvis wore a special
What else
cape
you
that
got,
day.
Suze? Because I just did all this work tonight. Every day I work hard.
No, this is a long time
I
ago.
engage with the public.
Let's see.
I service clients. And I do my job to clean up this filthy ass internet.
9 months ago.
But anyhow,
And this is October
these are all
15th.
the people that are all tagging up.
2019.
I'm just gonna go ahead and read it.
Michael Prang
Bring it
is
in
my
now,
high
please.
school guidance counselor and softball
Conscious
coach
Consumer Network
from
is
Luther
a
North.
primary example of greed,
Go fight, win,
conspiracy,
Big North.
control, and corruption. A hub where, just like in a great movie, these bitches
Mm,
and dudes too. I'm getting hot. I'm not trying to make a move on any of you. Don't get like that.
I was upset one night.
Do
Or
behind
hot.
the scenes
I was
maneuvers
hot.
that siphon funds, just like the one people's trust.
Thomas.
Whatever genius who knew the twisting of time manipulation set a trap over a decade ago that would trace all footprints, feelings, and physiological responses of their humanness. Oh, number one knows when I sweat. And he knows why I sweat, too.
Maybe we should go find that
The way it
gal.
looks, y'all had a 5-year jump on learning the lines and
Let's
roles,
see.
which I say are my human life. No wonder y'all pounced like hungry vampires in an orgy when I came online. Hey, and when your groups immediately began accusing me, Suze Pratt, of too many things, including, yet not limited to. So here again, what this is it's character assassination, whether you guys want to admit it or not. Not even give me a chance. Anyhow, data hacker, artificial intelligence, 3-letter agency shill, no. Monarch superho, no. Well, surely I am a secret weapon, as the Emperor said so long ago, as my sentence was read out loud. I was already judged.
Yeah, Randy calls himself the Emperor.
And then good people like Sarah were supposed to kill me.
Yeah,
So y'all come to be my friends.
it's nice. Friends like that, who needs enemies?
That's what video games would do. Just teach you how to kill women and children and not even look the other way, right? And whatever you did, John Storm, I don't even know. Alright. Feels good to not
It's
carry
not
the anger
here.
due to the fact none could sway my faith. And I've always knew my day of freedom would come. Thanks to those who chose not to kill me. Even if only in your small-minded simulation or punk-ass video game. Please get your own lives for further enjoyment. Now, this is something that every lover of mine has ever known, and every friend, and every client, so listen up. Sue's World. First, when anyone sets out purposely to mentally abuse me, I cut them off. No arguments, conversations, meetings, nada. As an empath, I choose who I exchange energy with. Well, here's the screenshots where for the first time I already entered my password. Don't fucking ding-dong me. And I logged it in too, as evidence. Alright. Well, anyhow, here's the screenshots where I engage the chat without anger, angst, or even being an asshole. Results the same as the first time. I mean, the first time when I went in on the, YouTube group chat video, spirituality and politics, where I was definitely put under duress by a lawyer and his group of shills. But this
That's the
time,
picture from the Prophetic Destiny of Missouri
experiment.
clone page, I believe.
Mocked, slandered, and shut down in the chat. Me. As I see so many wonder-filled nobodies, like myself, Sophia's Emporium, equal and even surpass the burned-out truthers, alternative media, play preschool traumas, and this reality generators, hiding due to past deals where fleas jump up to 3 feet. It's kind of humorous. Not. Now, I will be doing my own
What can somebody do with an
Detailed.
IP address?
live stream
Yeah.
of this. But what I want to point out to you, ding dongs,
Freedom of Joyce, Ferguson,
is when
Missouri.
the print goes from white
Mike Blue Hair Smith.
down
She
one
doesn't know
font
who
size
I
to
am.
gray, they have cut you off, shadow banned you, and silenced you. And here again, I didn't say nothing mean. It's all there for the evidence. I don't play.
We'll see if we can find.
You'll see.
I came here for a specific thing.
Maybe that's why people like to play with me. Now, there's another idea on the table which I will agree
Dadgummit.
to. And I'm the first one that said it, so don't act like some psychic figured it out about me. When I was dealing in my very difficult life,
I was trying to find
I used all the people that
Tommy
told me that
Williams'
I
Kim
couldn't do
girl.
something.
Good little
Push
short
me to
video
greater
on her
heights.
silly butt.
It started when I was told I wasn't desirable to be hired to be a hairdresser in a salon, even though I would have been the best one. No problem. I opened my own shop. And then people keep coming at me. And I keep letting it push me to greater heights. Becoming the 149th nationally accredited board certified hair colorist in all of North America. And I can't work. Why? Well, because I pissed people off. Too much talent. You know, fuck you guys. Artists and musicians and craftsmen have talent. That's what we do. Oh yeah, and here's the bitch that went to jail. Heather. From Hope to Heather. Don't collect no money and don't go to jail. Oh, wait, Heather already stole money from the one people's trust. No different than many others that will become to made known publicly. I bet Facebook gets a cut. Now, this is beautiful. I'm going to pull the phone up close so you can get an idea that this is what your skin looks like under a microscope. You are the microcosm and the macrocosm. Everything that is in the universe is contained within your skin, and your skin is your first filter organ. Now, what I said to her, and this was 2 hours ago, so everything that we went over is in the last 2 hours. Bravo on your art form. Trueness
Not
of
there.
microcosm. Our individual beingness, personhood, reflects our part of what macrocosm really means. For a silly example, as a hairdresser, I knew loose, cut, small hairs are inhaled, eaten, or can even penetrate our skin, which is the first filter organ. Folks are tripping on the worms and parasites, which I apologize for my role in that disclosing. None of this should tease, mock, or deny the truth that the crystalline structures were always there. Nobody discovered till you brought sensible structure to a spiritual research. A true scribe. This woman is a citizen journalist. I'm embarrassed to have to listen to the people I'm supposed to look up to mock this kind of horse shit. This is real stuff. This is your secret space program. And you know why? You know why this woman's suffering? Because she's getting attacked by trolls telling her she's going to die of Morgellons disease. All we're doing is trying to help people and show people this is the human skin.
Here it is.
Left ear, high-pitched noise.
Here it is. Got it.
Well, anyhow, I've had enough of y'all for the night. And, I completely agree with Troy, where he says in order to give world peace a fair chance, we must replace the UN and the government and the internet.
Yeah.
How you like that? Oh, wait. And real quick, just so you guys got something to think about while you're in your warm beds. Here's the homeless in St. Louis.
Nearly as big and not nearly as...
Hi, Henrik. I didn't mean to blast you out there, sweetheart. I'm just finishing up my live stream. Go back and watch it, but,
Now we'll talk about the money.
you know, all these jackasses
A little
I
bit
just
more
wanted to
about
see what
money.
the homeless people in St. Louis are dealing with tonight. And just like Clinton's, St. Louis builds these multi-million-dollar fucking hotels that nobody can afford to live
New
in.
Ferris wheels, new
And there's a
aquariums.
million abandoned
I guess we
homes.
think we're Chicago.
But people can't live in them because the banks are broke as a joke. So, with that, peace, love, and light from the big yellow house in St. Louis on the third cosmic ray. And oh yeah, one more thing, St. Louis. You should be ashamed of yourself treating Larry Rice the way that you've treated him for the last 30 years. And in going out, I hope Police Chief Hayden has a kind hand and an open heart for Larry Rice. That's my prayer. I'm out.
Okay. He never lost his magic. Well, no. No, he didn't. Oh, Lord. We just had to see that for a half a second. All right, now, what we were talking about was Tommy Williams' Truth, Honor, and Integrity show, which here again was the place where I saw the post about Elvis being alive and involved at the political rally. So, that's where I was when I went and checked the story out and went over to SKMI's channel. But, see, it's all about the World Trust and about this money that's supposed to be released to humanity. And the other problem we have is all of these great YouTubers that we look up to that have been squawking horse shit for more than a decade now. They got a little mind virus or something bad happened to them. And the next thing you know, they were fragmented and say, like what they were trying to imply about Corey Good, that they developed dementia or Alzheimer's, which is why they don't remember their misgivings and why their best friends are people they've never seen eye to eye. This is serious. And if you go back to Courtney Brown, you know, from the War in the Heavens, try to think of it like this. We were all hit on the head by big rocks or meteorites or fallouts from the war, and we got the amnesia. But for anybody that's still with me and doesn't have amnesia and does know about Tommy Williams, this is who they had put in charge of the trust.
So who is the real Kim Agogwin? We have to start with
just
the
hang
more
on.
recent date. When on the
Okay.
5th of May
Alright, so a lot of people don't like these computer voices, but that should never really take away from what you are hearing, because so many of the voices you now deal with are manufactured. But this is asking the question, who is Kim Gogwin? And it says, who's the real one? Okay, so let me read this to you. We have to start with a more recent date, when on May 5th, 2019, Thomas Williams set up a Zoom call with the THI members and arranged a surprise drop-in for Kim to answer questions. All the members were puzzled to see that Kim was using a Zoom account under the name Christy Adams. After the Zoom call, Thomas claimed Christy is not Kim. It was a proxy used to add her into the call. Okay, we've discussed how one entity has several personas, and these people can change their voices just like most of us could if we had a reason to. I don't think I can, but who knows. Anyhow, when you're dealing with all these people on an IP address or an international server that links up over to California and connects back to trafficking, harvesting, and prostituting. And it's like this whole alternative media toilet where most people don't believe the real things anymore because they are so traumatized from what they're hearing. And these are people that can barely survive in the real world. And then you want to think people with mental illness like CW should have a platform on public airwaves. Well, you see how the mass mind works, don't you? Let's get back to this crazy person, though. Alright. We need to go back to May 28th, 2016. Now, I was firmly entrenched in the Conscious Consumer Network, and where I first heard about Tommy Williams was from his other buddy that, oh, I wish I could think of his name. They've all run and hid now. But gruff voice, man in that age range. And Randy knew him too. You could ask Randy. He would know who I'm talking about, no doubt. So, Randy was just getting ready to leave Conscious Consumer Network because he left in early June. Okay. Christy Adams made a post in the Facebook Truth, Honor, and Integrity claiming that her Skype name was named the Donovan Foundation, and that was nothing to do with the foundation Thomas Williams had set up. Donovan was her half-brother that tragically died 10 years before of cystic fibrosis. Tag all those fundraisers for illnesses. This post flagged up another part of our investigation into Kim when we discovered an obituary from 2006 for a Michael J. Donovan. The obituary mentioned a Kimberly Cogan being the sister of Michael. This proves Kimberly Ann Gogan has an alias named Christy Adams. Christy Adams was a long-term member of Cosmic Voice, where Thomas Williams had hosted many of the shows for Drake Kent. There it is. There was a Bailey and a Kent guy, right. Alright. Cosmic Voice and Thomas and Chloe Kirker left. Even the crook Neil Keenan knew very well who Christy Adams was. In the past months, we discovered Christy Adams was a member and is still to this day. Kim does have a Facebook page, which is strange considering she is being hunted down by ninjas. Her Facebook page gave away a lot. Now, when Team Bubba up here says she's being attacked by ninjas, see, at this point, even though you're really trying to get information, somehow my spidey senses are getting poked like a bear. And what does this all mean? Well, see, they were making up a fake dossier on me, like I told you. I mean, for almost 5 years now. And even though my identity's gone, and all these things are happening, nobody gives a shit. And I'm the one nobody sees on YouTube. See, anybody that was never shoved in a box should be able to figure what's going on. And I know that there are people that are figuring it out. Christy left Cosmic Voice. Yeah. Alright. Christy's Kim. They'll add screenshots of her discussions. Oh, and remember, that's what the whole hoopla was allegedly between Unirock and Channelot. Because it's easy to tell something has been manipulated. It's hard to get the masses to get the subject content or what that means. Just to prove Christy's Kim, Christy's Twitter page, she follows Kingdom of Mana, Tank, and Randy Moggins. The terminology she uses is the same as Kim's. 26 years in banking and a lot of talk about finances. Her knowledge of setting up foundations and trusts mentions her job for the future to set up a high-speed rail to join the rest of the world. Well, keep in mind the high-speed rail will always be connected with the background story about the high-speed light rail being set up in California. They also want to put one right here in St. Louis, along with a Ferris wheel and an aquarium. Where are they getting all their money? Why isn't anybody asking them? Just like how we ask of our government. See, government's taking over local townships too. But maybe it's not the way you think. Maybe you should invert it and start to notice some things. Okay. So the biggest puzzle is, how did Kim manage to become a higher member of a Russian OCG? Please check out the whistleblower's website for those involved. Just to